السلام عليكم طلاب الصف الخامس. إن شاء الله اليوم راح نراجع بعض الأمثلة من الهيكل، ما أقدر أغطيها كلها، فإن شاء الله يكون مراجعة بسيطة، يكون الشرح باللغة الإنجليزية والعربية عشان الطلاب اللي حابين عربي واللي حابين لغة إنجليزية. Okay. So, the first question will be about how to use place value buttons to divide a decimal by a power of 10. You know power of 10s, 100, 10, and 1. And these decimals are power of 10, that is less than 1, 1/10, 1/100th, 1,000th, and so on. So how we need to learn how we can divide decimals by power of 10. When you divide by a whole number, you move the decimal to the left because the number will be smaller, 2 digits here, and then you write it 6 4 2. The decimal point is here, but no ones in this place, so because 0 is a placeholder. Now 642,000. I do the same here. How many zeros I have in this power of 10? 1 0, so I move it. It will be smaller. The product will be, or the quotient will be smaller 10 times. So I can make the number smaller 10 times by moving the decimal point to the left. So it will be 6.42, 6 and 42 hundred, and so on. Here you divide by 1, so the answer or the quotient will not change. It will be 64 and 2/10. Here the way is different. This power of 10 is smaller than 1, but it is divisor. We always have a rule that says divisor should be whole number. How can I make it whole number? I move the decimal point to the right. It will be 1. And I do the same with the other factor. It will be 642. See, now it is easier for you. 642 divided by 1 equal the same number, 642. And so on with all other examples. Here, we do the same. Look at the question. It says, what is the quotient? The quotient is the answer of division. Now, here, the power of 10 is smaller than 1, so I need to make it whole number. I multiply it by 10. When you multiply by 10, you move the decimal point to the right. It will be 1. And do the same with the other factor to keep balance. Times 10, move the decimal point to the right. It will be 914. Then, after writing the equivalent expression, it will be easier for you. It is 914. And do the same thing, follow suit with other problems or equations. Here it is a word problem. Solving word problems, you have to read the answer quickly to know it is division or multiplication or minus or plus. You cannot decide what operation you can use until you read the question carefully. Alicia is buying a trumpet. She will make 10 equal payments. راح تدفعه ب10 مرات. This is the price. Sometimes you cannot see another number here. Look to the side. You will find the other number. The price or the cost of the trumpet is 145 and 50 cents. Okay. How many payments you will do? 10 payments. So it is division. You need to divide the price into 10 payments. بدك تدفعه على 10 مرات. إذا إحنا نقسمه على 10 دفعات. Equal. Here the power of 10 is a whole number. Whole number. So no need to change anything. Just move the decimal point to the left 1 digit. You know why? Because here we have 1 0. The answer or the quotient will be smaller 10 times. راح خليه أصغر ب10 مرات. So the answer is, after writing numbers, the decimal point is here. So every time you have to pay $14, okay, and half. Let's go utilize the time and go to do others. Here is the same way you can do. No need to explain. Here, how to estimate. We need to use estimate. The question in the exam will be about estimate, same as this example. See, a theater teacher is making costumes. يعمل أزياء للطلاب اللي معه for musical spring party. لحفلة موسيقى على سبيل المثال. Each costume uses half meter. هو لكل زي يستخدم نصف متر. كم أستطيع أن أعمل لباس أو زي ب29 متر وشوية. See, but here the question says about how many. يعني تقريبا كم. إذا ما دام في about إذا في تقريبا وهو ال estimate. إذا I can estimate. First I have to write the expression. I say 29 and 7/10 divided by by 5/10 equal. The divisor is a problem here because it's not whole number. I can make it whole number by moving the decimal point to the right, and I do the same with the other number. It will be 297 divided by 5 equal. In this way, you can estimate now. Now I prepared the expression properly. أنا جهزت المعادلة أو مسألة القسمة. الآن أريد أعمل estimate. I can estimate 297 to 300 divided by 5. No need to change. Now it's easier for us because 5 and 300 are compatible. أرقام متوافقة. نقدر نقسمهم. 300 is divisible by 5. هو يقبل قسمة على 5. فلذلك سهل جدا. 3 divided by 5 I cannot. I can say 30 divided by 5 equals 6. But here I have extra 0. I move it. So I can make 60 costumes. أقدر أعمل 60 زي بال29 متر. لأنه تقريبا 30 متر. Okay? Or you can use long division. You can use long division 300 divided by 5 as we learned before كما تعلمنا سابقا. Okay? Now this question in the exam will be about how to estimate again. Here it is not solving a problem. ليس سؤال طويل. هو مباشر. عندك معادلة أو مسألة تعملها. Okay. Here you need to make the divisor whole number. You move the decimal point 2 digits and do the same with the other number and rewrite the expression. The new expression is equivalent. المسألة الجديدة هي مساوية للمسألة هاي نفسها القديمة وتعطيك نفس الجواب. It gives you the same quotient. Okay. So 400 after making the change 42 divided by 81. Now see, I have 81 and I have 442. I want to round them to compatible numbers. يعني بدي أقربهم عشان يكونوا متوافقات في مسألة القسمة. Okay. Here you can say 400 divided by 81 can be rounded to 80 or estimated to 80. Now see, when you divide numbers that both have zeros, you can cross out the same number of zeros. Now it's 40 divided by 8 equal 5. So the answer is 5. Here x is 5. You have to write what I did here, write your work to take the full mark, okay? And you can do the same way exactly with other questions. Explain how to use an estimate to predict calculated solution. Okay, here we need 1.5 gallon of paint. نحتاج إلى 1.5 جالون من الدهان أو الصبغ. عندي كميتين أريد أشوفهم هل يكفوا يكونوا 1.5 أو لا. So we need to add. Okay, he has 2 cans of paint. We need to add them. We can say 2/3 plus 7/8. Okay, so we need to add them to see if they are enough to make 1.5. But see, estimates. We need to use estimation. 2/3 is about 1/2. Plus 7 out of 8, it's about 1 whole. See? This is about half. So half plus 1 equal 1.5. But look, this is more than half. That's good. And this is less than 1. So when you add them, they will be almost 1.5. That's what we need. So does Ravi have enough? Yes, he has enough. And this is your explanation for the solution. Okay, here how to use an estimate again. Here you need to use estimate to see if Dan used more than 1. Okay, so estimate 2/3 can be half plus 2/3 can be half. Okay, equal 1. It's about 1, but see, 2/3 is more than half, and 2/3 here is more than half. So when you add them, they will be more than 1. Yes. How can you explain that? You can use by the benchmark. The benchmark always start with 0 and ends with 1, and in the middle there is half. If you cut 3 times, this is 1/3, 2/3. See? 2/3 is more than half. And you add 2/3 more, it will be more than 1. That is your explanation. You can do it twice. Here, do another one. Here 0 and here 1. 2/3, 1/3, 2/3. Here 2/3. When you add them together, they will be more than 1. If you draw this and do this estimation, you get the full mark, inshallah, of the question. Here we need to add fractions with unlike denominators. Unlike denominators, that is very important to know. So what the fraction of pizza left؟ كم بقي؟ البعض يتوقع انها ناقص، هو يقول لك كم بقي البيتزا المتبقية كلها. This is left pizza and this is a left pizza. So we need to know how much the whole pizza was left. Okay, so we need to add them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 plus 5 out of 12. Okay, 5 out of 5 out of 12 equal. We need to make denominators the same. We can make them both 24. So here times 3 times 3 times 2 times 2, and rewrite the expression again. 3 over 24 plus 10 over 24. Okay, so it will be 13 over 24. You cannot simplify. This is the simplest form. Or if you didn't simplify, no problem, because you did the operation and told us how much of the whole pizza left. Here, add fraction with unlike denominator, the same. You can do the same. For example, I will do it now. Plus 1/6 equal. Okay. Denominators are not the same. We can make them 12. If you need to make sure, what are the multiples of 4? 4, 8, 12, 6, 12, 18. See, we have a common multiple, the least common multiple between 6 and 4. So here, how you multiply to make 12? 3. You have to multiply the numerator by the same number, and here times 2 and times 2. It will be 3 over 12 and 2 over 12 together, 5 over 12. You don't add denominators. It will stay the same, okay, or remains the same. So the answer 5 over 12 of gallon. Do the same with other questions. Here, how to add, about problems involving fractions, addition or subtraction. You have to read the question here. On Monday and Tuesday, so we need to add the amounts or the distance they walked on Monday and Tuesday. It's addition. How we do it? In the same way we add normal fraction, but these are mixed numbers. Okay, plus 2 and 7/8.